Okay, so this is a bit of a rant. Forgive me if I'm going off a bit, or rambling on a bit, but I just have one very important question. Bethesda, where the fuck is this content we paid for in the season pass? Where's the DLC, bro? What's going on? Like, I remember, what was it, like last month? That they were like, oh, well, you know, we're making more content than we intended, so we're gonna raise the price of the season pass after March. And I was like, okay, yeah, cool, that's nice. But the issue with that is, March 1st passed 10 days ago, bro. We are 1/3 of the way through the month. Where the fuck is Automatron, or whatever the fuck that shit is called? Like, what? I paid $50 for content that is not here yet. It's not here yet. Why? What is going on, Bethesda? Like, really? Okay, so I guess the patch for Fallout 4 just launched on console and Xbox One today. You know, PC's had it for like a month now, I think. Or it might have been a few weeks. But the point is, so the patch launched today. That's all nice and dandy. But we're about to be halfway through the month, and we have no release date. I don't understand what's going on here. Like, okay, so, I mean, let's just talk about the DLCs for just a second. Okay, so we have Automatron, which is kind of interesting. I guess you build robots or some shit. I mean, that's nice. But when I think Fallout DLC, I think, you know, like Operation Anchorage, Point Lookout, you know, the Lonesome Road from New Vegas, what was it? Dead Money. What was the name of the one with like the burning guy, the guy that'd been burnt by Caesar? That one. I forget the name of it, but that one. That's the kind of shit I think about when I think about Fallout DLC. You know, expansive world, like new places to explore, new quests to undertake, and Automatron is none of that. Besides maybe a new quest. Then we have Wasteland Workshop, which is by far the saddest excuse for DLC Bethesda has ever released. And I mean, I know Horse Armor was bad, but it's not as bad as, you know, whatever the fuck that's called. What was it called again? I forgot the damn name of it, because it was so garbage. Wasteland Workshop. Like, I don't do any settlement type shit, so I think the only time I've ever used a settlement was when the quests told me I needed to. Other than that, the Wasteland Workshop does not interest me at all. That's some shit that people would mod in anyway. That's like New Vegas mod type shit. I want expansive, open worlds, new places to explore. That right there is $50 worth of content. That right there is $40 worth of content. What we're getting right now is nowhere close. And the problem I'm starting to see here is I see a lot of people giving Bethesda a free pass on it because, oh my god, it's Bethesda, bro, just trust it. Like, shut the fuck up. If it was any other company, you guys would be like, money hungry, blah, blah, blah. But because it's Bethesda, you guys are like, oh, well, just trust it, bro. It's Bethesda. It's Bethesda, bro. They always deliver. No. Like, what the fuck? I intended to, you know, cover whatever DLC came out because I didn't buy Fallout 4 when I was able to cover the main campaign. And as I'm making this video, that might be a good idea. I might try to, you know, cover the main campaign now that I've played it for myself and explored whatever I want to. But yeah, what's going on, Bethesda? Where's the DLC? there's no news of a release date at all. None. And we are almost halfway through the month. Why would you release the DLC at the end of the month and then, you know, just like I don't understand why they release it, you know, at the end of the month and not give anybody anything to look forward to. Like, you can tell on their pages, you know, they're advertising, you know, like, come back to Fallout 4, you know, we got some DLC coming, blah blah blah, and that's nice. But you don't even have a release date to get people hyped for. Like, you're hanging them by a thread. Like, we'll release it, you know, this month, but we don't have a release date for it yet. Like, look at what Capcom's doing with Resident Evil 4, 5, and 6. I guess they're re-releasing it on current gen consoles, and I mean, that's great because I'm really excited for all 3 of those games. But Resident Evil 6 comes out this month, and we have a release date for it, you know? Like, the other 2 games, it's like, okay, we're gonna give you this in fall, spring, blah 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 blah, and that's cool. But at least Resident Evil 6 has a release date for its re-release. And another example is something like Batman Arkham Knight. Remember, these guys were doing, like, what was it, monthly DLC? And they always gave you a preview of what was to come. And I believe they gave you release dates too, but they at least gave you information as far as, like, the general idea of when it was coming that month. But Fallout 4 is doing none of these things. Bethesda is doing none of these things. They're just stringing people along and having them, you know, kind of just hang on to a thread. And that's not okay to me. Because, to begin with, when I bought the season pass, I was like, okay, I trust you guys will, you know, deliver on content. They did not deliver on content. We're in the middle of March and have nothing. I think besides the little patch coming out today, that's pretty much all we got. And the patch only came out today because PC had it for so long. They're obviously getting ready to announce something, or announce a release date for it sometime in the future, but the bottom line is it's the middle of March, dude. This shit should have been out by now. You know? I get that this shit takes time to make. Believe me, I take nothing away from that. There are development teams that work their asses off to produce these games to begin with, then to give us extra content. But my problem is, when they announced the season pass to begin with, they were stringing people along on a thread. They didn't even know what they were going to do. No release date for DLC, nothing. They hadn't even, you know, started working on the DLC yet when they announced the season pass price. Then, once they decided, okay, this is what we're going to do, they decided to raise the season pass price. And believe me, I'm not... A lot of people will call developers stupid and all this other shit, and publishers stupid, but these people have basically no experience in, you know, maintaining a company or marketing and that sort of thing. So I'm not calling them stupid for this, but as a consumer, you know, this shit makes no sense to me. Like, you had no idea what you were gonna do, when it was gonna come out, and you pretty much decided to just, you know, hey, we're gonna charge you this X amount of dollars for it. Then it came out, then you guys decided, okay, so we made the price too low, we're gonna do more DLC. I was like, okay, that's fine. But then you decided to raise the price, and that alone was a problem. But after you raised the price, you gave no one any information as to a release date, a monthly release date for this shit. So basically, everyone's just kind of hanging on by a thread. And I'm gonna level with you. I really regret buying the season pass for PS4, at least, because I intend to play this game on PC with all the mods and shit. Yeah, that's the main reason I regret buying it, is that I intend to get get the game on PC to take advantage of mods once the creation kit comes out. But I'm like, oh shit, well I bought the season pass on PS4. Now I'm gonna have to shell out another $50 to get the damn season pass on PC too. And probably what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cover mods on PC. Well, I probably won't cover mods. I'll probably do a playthrough on PC with mods. And I'll save my mod coverage. Like people are doing mod coverage like all the time now. So if I try to do some mod coverage, it would be no different for PC. But I want to try out, you know, covering mods for console when they come out. Specifically PS4, because that's what I have right now. So I guess you guys can look forward to that if you're interested in it. But I'm just pissed off that when they decided to, you know, increase the price. Like the best idea we got was in March. Everybody was like, okay, March. So we are now in the middle of March. No DLC. Why would you release it at the end of March if you have DLC coming out in April? I guess you're gonna release that at the end of April. And then after that, in June, you're gonna release Far Harbor. Yeah, you're gonna release Far Harbor at the end of June? That makes no sense to me, because the only DLC that really has anything that's enough to, you know, keep a month's worth of interest is Far Harbor, at least in my opinion. So basically what's gonna happen is people are gonna play Automatron for a bit, and then they're gonna be like, okay, this is nice, time to move on to whatever new game is releasing this month. And there you go, you just lost your audience again. And then the next month, Wasteland Workshop is not enough to keep people interested. Like, a lot of people that I've talked to that play this game don't even fuck with the settlement mode, because not only is it a nightmare to use, but it's just not appealing to someone like me who doesn't, like, it's not as extensive if you're not playing it on PC. So that whatever audience is left after, you know, Automatron is done with is pretty much gonna be gone by the time of Wasteland Workshop and whatever that brings. And that's not to say that everybody's gonna leave. Fallout 4 has its loyal fan base, and believe me, I still play it, but I don't play it as extensively as it when it first came out, because I fucking ran out of quests. Like, the only thing left is railroad quests, and I don't like restarting a game and restarting my character, because that's just stupid to me. If I put all this work into my character, I'm gonna keep it, you know. But there's not enough content to keep people interested for 3 months based off of what they're giving us. Especially since we don't even have, you know, definite release dates for it. If they announced a release date and, you know, pushed it back a bit, that would be fine with me. But we don't have like a definite release date, you know what I'm saying? And that's my biggest gripe. So this is just kind of a ramble, a rant. Like, I'm really pissed off that we're in the middle of March and don't have anything, but I just thought I'd ramble for a bit. So I'm sure people will disagree with me. I'm sure there will be some people that agree with me. But just let me know your thoughts in the comments below if you actually watch the video, I guess. And I'll catch you around in whatever else I do after this.